Major General Gigi Dwivedi, I'd like you to please stay on with me. And I also have Brigadier Rajan Jamwal, defense expert, joining me. And I'll come back to both my guests in a second. Now, meanwhile, New York City's officials have now said that extra protection was being deployed for Hanukkah celebrations and synagogues in the city. Now, I'd like to go across to Brigadier Rajan Jamwal. Brigadier Jamwal, welcome. And now I just want to begin by asking you, of course, there has been an alleged park link with the two shooters that have been apprehended in Australia. And there are also reports that an ISIS flag has been found in the car. What would you like to say on this incorrigible country, Pakistan, who doesn't seem to get rid of its antics?
You see, the link has to be there. Pakistan being the epicenter of terrorism all over the world, everywhere. I mean, right from, say, US, Europe, anywhere, any terrorist activities there, some linkage you would always find lining up in Pakistan or, something. A guy would have stayed there. He's a Pakistani national, but then sponsored, he would have been indoctrinated, everything. So the link is this thing. As far as Pakistan is concerned, this is, they are carrying out, virtual suicide. It is a question, the way West always looked at it differently. He said, not us, not me. The first time it happened was when the Twin Tower thing happened. And that's the first time the US woke up, okay, it can happen here. And then there was string of bombings in Europe, London, everywhere this thing. Australia till now almost thought that they are immune, okay, not here. You got very strict laws, we got everything. What they don't understand is the laws do not apply to somebody who is prepared to die. Because once he has come there, it's almost a suicide mission. The laws do not apply. There's no way any stringent law can take care of, such incidents. What needs is surveillance, because this is a product of not, what I call generational indoctrination. It happened over generations, this thing. And that is how this build-up has taken place. And the guys promised whatever, 72 who's or this thing. But the fact is that his mind has been taken over by that. And then he actually believes that dying in the cause will actually materially benefit him in another world. Now, that kind of thing you cannot stop by laws. You can only stop by physical monitoring, physical surveillance. Keeping the targeted populations and wherever the suspect areas are under heavier security, which Australia obviously failed to do. They just relied on their existing systems. This thing. In fact, the so-called Five Eyes, they need to change their eyes, I believe. And their eyeballs are focused a little differently. This is what they need to be focused on, because all of them, this is the biggest threat. So I think, Australia itself is part of that Five Eyes, so-called, I would say, Five Eyes. And these eyes should have been focusing here, the immediate threat. They keep focusing on vague things or this thing, what is happening there, left, right, geopolitics, all that is all right. But the immediate threat to your survival is this ideology. So it has to be kept under surveillance, it has to be monitored and neutralized before it can actually manifest itself, like the way it did in Australia, like the way it did. It has to be stopped. There's nothing else that will work. And the punishment part, the law part, that are immaterial to them. There is no shortcut to preventive measures, which I believe Australia lagged. Pakistan is concerned, they will continue to do it. That is where it is a survival. They'll continue to do it unless the world community now comes together and actually declares Pakistan as epicenter of terrorism and cause an internal implosion. Pakistan is ready for it. It is ready to implode. So just that, that good terrorist, bad terrorist routine has been protecting him. It has been playing one country against the another this thing. So that is how it has been barely surviving. But I think it is time now for the world to get together and call a spade and get after these guys. I'm sure the Israelis are not going to keep quiet, and they are going to this thing. as far as Bharat is concerned, Bharat is looking at things very closely because, I mean, it can happen with us anytime. It has happened before. It happened in Pahalgam. It happened before that also. It will happen anytime again. And we are prepared for it. Now with the Israelis and others on board, I think things are going to get tough on Pakistan. Yeah, over to you.
I'd request both my guests to stay on with me. I'll just apprise my viewers of this breaking news coming in, and I'll come back to you.